Hi everyone, this is Laurel Check. I wanted to take you through a bunch of my jelly prints just for fun, and maybe show you some of the things I use to get the images. So here we go. So this first one, this cross, was done using a woodcut. Got this at Michael's. So super cheap, but these woodcuts work awesome on the jelly plate. And these two, I used basically fun foam for these, and just kind of cut out some circles and use those. So you can see that one up close. And then here's another one that's similar. Okay. Then these I had done using, saw a video on the Gelli Arts page on this one. Basically painting, you're painting on the jelly plate and then, you know, marking it and such. And then obviously I've used a little bit of bubble wrap on that guy. Okay. Now this one here, I used a very old Tupperware doily. So it's a plastic doily. And then I've painted on top of it and doodled on that with a white pen. And this is acrylic marker, Liquitex, I believe. But you can see the pattern that it can make is pretty neat. This one was made with obviously a feather, this type of feather, as was this one. This one here is some grasses that I just pulled and just played around with. This one's some sort of weeds. This one was made with a hot glue gun stencil that I had made. It was just scribbly lines that I made with a hot glue gun, and then I used that as a stencil or something to make the pattern. But I really like how that came out. This one is done with just some regular feathers, and I believe there's some weeds in there, or grasses. So, you know, your average feathers. Okay. And another feather print. Here's where I did an experiment with limes or lemons or something like that, or an orange. I wasn't overly impressed with these, but they're kind of cool. So this one here, you see the circular patterns in there. I used a dauber to do that, so I just kind of twisted it in the paint. This one is one of my favorites I've ever done, but it is a, sorry, I can't seem to get myself in frame here. This is a woodcut, and then there's some bubble wrap in there, of course. But I used this. You can see it goes right there. Anyways, these, I get lots of great results with these woodcuts, so I would certainly recommend these. I have found lots of them at Michael's. And this one is with some gigantic bubble wrap. Kind of looks like little brains or something, but it's pretty cool. Here's another one where I painted the plate and just lifted it off from there. Looks like I may have added some the pink paint after the fact. Here's another one where I used a woodcut, and I'll show you that. It's just this little woodcut. This one is using some cedar leaves or branches. And this one is using some leaves. And I love the way the gold paint looks on that black. It's really pretty. And here's another leaf. And then more leaf patterns. There's a fern in there, of course. And then here's a really weird one. This is one I used seashells. And just kind of press those into the plate. And these ones I hope you can see. They're in envelopes, but this one was done on a book page. You can see the writing underneath there. And this one here is one of my favorites that I've ever done. This is done with some weeds. There's another leaf print. This is one where I've used various things, but then I kind of doodled on top of it. So that was fun, using acrylic markers and a white gel pen. This one, I'm not sure if I like this one, but this one was using a tree stencil. Okay, that's all in this book. There's another one that is using the leaves. There's another one using leaves. This one here is crazy leaves. I like to use the metallic paint a lot. It's really pretty, especially when I do it on black. Some more. This one has like a pattern of woodcuts in the background and then leaves on the top. There's one where I had some leaves in there in the background and then I doodled on top of it. Here's one, this is one of my favorites. This is done on an old Atlas index page. And I used an egg carton to get these circles. And then the scribbly lines are from a glue gun stencil that I had made. But anyways, I think this one's one of my favorites. Really pretty. And then I wanted to show you some other pieces that I'm working on that are, I'm going to be painting on them, and I'll show you what I'm talking about in a minute. But these are just ones that jelly prints that I've done, and I've applied them to chipboard, and I'm going to paint portraits on them. And I'll just take you through these. They're just really a lot of paint on there, so lots of texture. There's another one. I think I used this tool for that. And I went like whoosh, and then whoosh, back and forth to create like this grid or a plaid, almost like a plaid pattern. Oh, you know what this is? This says Lodge on it. This is a, I think it's for cleaning a grill. But we're staying good on the jelly plate. That's another one. And then there's another one, really pretty pinks and greens, and gold. And then I wanted to show you these other ones. These are pieces of gel print that I've put together, and I'm going to use these to paint portraits on. Again, apply to chipboard. And I don't really have one that I can show you that's real, but this is what I've done. This is what I've used for creating these two paintings. These are, this is just a print that I printed out from my printer, but you can see the lines in there. So it's basically, I've used one of these and painted a portrait on top. All right, well, thank you. That's all I wanted to share with you today. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.